Adam here with WholesaleSepticSupply.com. We're going to go over a Hoot Troy Air septic aerator today and how to rebuild it, what generally goes wrong with them. So we're going to go over this real quick. Whip this out. So this is something that as a homeowner, you can do yourself. It's not overly difficult. You know, in some of your states, well, you're not supposed to do that. And we kind of dumbfounded by it because, in a way, you're like, well, it's not rocket science. We're not, this isn't a medical procedure here. Anyways, so you got 4 screws here on these chamber blocks, okay? So you want to keep these screws because they don't come with the kit. You have to move this little elbow down, and then we'll show you that the so you pull that out, okay? When you take these off, don't try to pry this off. Just move it like this, back and forth, and take it off. If you pry it, you can rip it, and then you're really up a creek, and you see the diaphragm's busted here. So on Hoots, some of the issues are back pressure. So a couple of the installers I've talked to, they have some issues with the back pressure because they use a stone diffuser. So sometimes the diaphragms, they blow a little earlier than I think they should go. You know, I've heard 2-3 years what they're getting max. Sometimes they get 4, but it's not as long as some of the other systems. It's more of a diffuser issue. They've used that stone diffuser for, you know, they tested it probably 20 years ago. There's other options out there, but they just don't use it. So you'll burn through. Your air pumps just don't last as long on them for some reason. You can fix that by pouring muriatic acid down the pipe, so you don't have to rebuild them so often. But so you got 2 of these, so 2 sides, not that hard to do. Get both of these out. So this is a newer pump, and so I got all these, and there it is again. So that diaphragm's blown as well. On the newer pumps, what you have is you don't have a safety screw. So the kits come with a safety screw, and they probably will forever, just because a lot of the pumps had them. So here's this blown diaphragm. Here's your safety switch. So the screw used to go here, so now it's a switch. So it closes here, then it would run. So the magnet goes back and forth, as you can see it hit. So, and it's because the magnet traveled too far, it shut the pump off. And that's what happens, is the pump goes off when the diaphragm goes too far. And I just did that. Let me see if I can. Now we really messed up. There we go. So there's your magnet. And it shuts off so this doesn't hit the chamber block here. A lot of times it'll hit this chamber block and it'll crack this housing, and then you have to get a new magnet and all that other stuff. So that's what that safety switch is for. And that just slides back in there. No big deal. It's easy to do. And it slides in between there. Pretty tight tolerance. So we'll show you how to rebuild one of these now. So grab all this stuff. Here's your new filter. Goes in top. Says clean every 6 months. It is kind of important to do. Clean the filter. And so we have new diaphragm. Orange on the outside always. Okay, you have your little divots here. They go into the magnet. Guide right on. So there's only one way they can go on properly. Put that in like that. And what you'll have to do is you're going to have to hold the magnet because it likes to dance. And doesn't like to stay there on this one. I mean, I can make it there. There we go. that. Washer. And that. Seven millimeter. That's 7 millimeter. So you don't need very many tools. This is really simple to do. Bam. Okay. Now I take another one. On the other side, and what happens is, because the magnet doesn't like to stay and likes to move, a lot of times when you're putting this on, you'll fight it and you're like, why won't this thing stay? So just go to the other side, the one I put on, hold it in there, make sure your orange is to the outside. You got your little divot here, okay? So this is cut out here. So you got a little dog ear right there, is what I call it. And you put this here, like so. All right, now that it's started, I'll still hold it. You don't want it jolting back and forth, especially with this switch here. I haven't heard anything bad about these switches, so everybody seems to be okay with them. All right, so we got that. Now, we take our chamber blocks, which are here. You put this in here. And this has a guide too. This is cut out here, and then this matches up here. So all this only goes one way. It's not real hard to figure out. And I'm doing this a little faster than you will, but this just gives you a general overview, and it's not hard. I mean, maybe you'll be able to do it this fast. Just do a lot of them. So and the Hoot Troy Air, I mean, they're good units, so they last a long time for what they do. They're really quiet. Couple unique features about the Hoot is their air ports on the front. You know, they've done some things where they think it's special. It's not life-changing, so. They do that because their little aerator house is concrete. And, alright, so all these are in there. So the rebuild kits are $70, and today's price. Anyways, you all right, so we have this. Now what we do is keep this nice and clean. So your switch is hit, so it's not going to come on. So if you've got power to your unit, a lot of people think, oh, my aerator's just dead. It just doesn't work anymore. Don't work anymore. It's because the switch is hit. All right, it's not dead. It's not working because that switch is hit. So all you got to do is switch that to the center. So that's it. That's how you rebuild a Hoot Troy Air. And you don't want to put this on. This is sound deadener. Move these little tabs to the top here. But pretty basic. I mean, it's not a hard thing to do. Something you can do, save yourself some money. Keep your system working properly. Put that back on. Let's see what it sounds like all covered up. It might vibrate a little. Nope. That's it. That thing's quiet. So when that's blocked off, I mean, it won't even sound that bad. So anyways, that's your Hoot Troy Air. Hoot don't pollute. But if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below and we'll answer them for you, and we'll get everything out to you so you can rebuild them. If you have a lot of red dust inside these units, they're no good. Okay, it's iron oxide. It's these coils here are going bad, so you need a whole new unit. So we have those as well. We can sell you a replacement alternative and get you back up on the road. But if there's no red dust inside this, if it's clean, you might have some black here or there, you can just go ahead and rebuild it. It's your diaphragms are out, and get you rocking and rolling again. Generally, you can rebuild them twice. Third time's time to get a new one. All right. Hope you guys have a great day. Adam with Wholesale Septic Supply. That's all.